everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for another daily journaling video in my Art Journal of B6 notebook. If you would like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. So we are planning for June, and my theme for June is obviously rainbows and pride. It is Pride Month, and I am obsessed with rainbows, so it was a no-brainer for me for my theme for the month. And so I like to start my months on the 1st. So for this first week in June, which is actually technically halfway through week 22, because week 22 was the end of May, beginning of June. There are only 4 days in this spread, which is why I went with this particular style of design. I am always inspired by Pinterest. I want to say that. Most of these ideas are inspired by someone else's artwork or just something I've seen in the past. If it's somebody who I can remember or I want to give credit to, I definitely will in the description box. So I'm just going to use these Heidi Swap. I think these might be the Destination Alphas. They are the 6x8 size, and I'm going to stamp week 22 with my black Soot Distress Oxide ink by Ranger and Tim Holtz. And this is my go-to black ink when I am going for a distressed look, which this definitely is. A non-perfect sort of just throw it together and have fun with it type project. So I'm definitely not trying to achieve perfection here. I have a couple of rolls of washi. I believe one is from Michaels and one is from an Amy Tangerine pack or Damask Love, I can't remember. But I'm just going to use this really light gray Tombow to color in all the clouds, which is where I will put the days of the week and the dates. And then the bottom portion is going to be the rainbow. And I love using my Tombow markers because they are just so versatile, easy to use. I think I said this before. Super therapeutic for me to just color and doodle. Really and I like to just watch my scrappy friends on YouTube or some of my planner friends on YouTube while I do this. Sometimes I'll listen to a podcast. But either way, you know, it's just a lot of fun. And this was challenging for me because I am not good at drawing straight lines. And I know I could have used a ruler, but I just didn't really want to. And I just wanted it to look kind of messy, and I definitely think it does, as you'll see when I finish up here. So I'm going to speed up this part quite a bit because really it's just me doing Roji Biv over and over and over with my Tombows. And I will list the number pens. Actually, I'll just say them right here. So red is 856, orange is 925, the yellow is 025, the green is 195, the blue is 515, the purple is 676, and the gray is N95. So those are the colors that I'm using. And yeah, I usually don't add a lot of color to the portion where I write. Like, this is the first time, I think, or one of the first times where it's going to be really colorful. So we'll see how it looks with the writing over the color. Typically, I feel like it looks too busy, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not really showing, like, I'm not taking after the pen photos and I'm not really showing it to anyone. It's really just for me. I like sharing this process with you so you can see and get some ideas and inspiration. But other than that, it's not, like, I guess it doesn't really matter. Crystal Idignate, who heavily inspired the ideas for this project and kind of gave me the, like, motivation to start it, she uses color all the time and just uses a micron pen, which is what I use to outline those penciled drawings, those sketches, and typically what I use. So I might give that a go and see how it looks. In the end here, you're going to see that I end up outlining the illustrations for each week with a black Posca pen because it's just thicker, and I think the micron pen was a little bit too thin, and it just didn't stand out enough against all of the color with the rainbows there, so I ended up using that. Okay, so I cut out a whole bunch because I started to letter in Monday, and I realized, no, Jen, it's the middle of the week. It's Thursday, the 1st of June. So I had to take my white Posca pen and I just basically, like, scribbled over the Tombow brush pen, which is what I'm using, a Fudo Nesuke. And you can see there it is a hot mess, but I figure once I letter over it, it won't be as obvious. I mean, you'll still obviously be able to tell I made a mistake, but it won't be glaring the way it looks right now without any lettering or ink on top of it. So there I go, outlining with my Posca. I'm gonna fix the day of the week after I use my We Are Makers, no, sorry, American Crafts heat gun to dry that. And then I'm going to letter the correct day. And that is going to be it really for week number 22. So do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my content. And I will see you next week. Come back and see what else I am going to do with rainbows. Take care of yourselves, sweet friends, and remember that you are enough. And I love you. Bye.